speaking to Lancaster University right here in Ghana. For a few times, each time I mentioned to Lancaster, people said to me, well, UK, yes, UK, but right here in Ghana as well. I've been joined in the studio by Dr. David Sim. He's the Director of International Partnerships. Also with him is Dr. Swarnodeep Homroy, his lecturer, Department of Economics. You're welcome to the studio once again, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Fine,
Still the
thank you very
Lancaster feeling, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
All right, so this morning we're continuing with a few of the series we've had in the past on Lancaster University and many more of the initiatives that usually would be on there. What are your feelings at the launch of the Lancaster University in Ghana anyway?
Well, we're quite excited, to be honest, and quite positive about it. It's part of a wider strategic initiative to be in the key locations across the world, particularly the emerging economies.
Right.
So, apart from India, China, Brazil, Russia, we wanted to be in strategic locations across the globe. As a part of that, we're in Malaysia and in Ghana, in the sub-Saharan African region.
Right, Dr. Sim, you might want to tell me how important the campus in Ghana of Lancaster University has been for you, particularly.
I think it's tremendously important. I think once we decided that that we wanted to be in Africa and we wanted to, you know, that certainly Africa clearly is a region which requires high-quality educational initiatives.
Sure.
And once we decided that we wanted to be in Africa delivering those, then it was almost obvious that the place to be was Ghana, because Ghana, economically and politically, is perhaps the ideal location within Africa.
Right.
So it was almost a very obvious choice, to be truthful.
Right. You are an economics lecturer. Tell me, how this is supposed to be for students over here in Ghana? What does that offer on the table?
Well, actually lots. What we are trying to do, we are trying to bring the best of British education to Ghana and make it more accessible to students here. So they would be exposed to a critical way of thinking, a different pedagogy, which perhaps will give them skills that they can transfer to workplace. Rather than rote learning, they would be actively learning things which are applicable at workplace, skills that will perhaps, hopefully, get them better jobs.
Right. This morning, I'm not so sure if you monitored news as well. I heard someone say, well, organizations lately prefer to get students who had their education in the UK and a few other countries that were mentioned. So what happens when the UK school actually comes right here at your doorsteps in Ghana? They usually would say that there would usually be light at the end of the tunnel with determination. What do you think the future of Lancaster is in Ghana?
I think it's very good, because effectively this is going to be a satellite campus for Lancaster University. And what I think Lancaster brings to the party is that they bring a number of things, but they certainly bring a distinctive pedagogy and teaching style.
Right.
So often you'll find that some of the teaching styles around the world are, shall we say, student-centered or teacher-centered. Lancaster tends to be very much student-centered and about skills development and a focus on employability and engagement with industry, etc. And that all enhances the employability of the students. So I think, you know, the prospects for Lancaster over in Ghana are tremendously good, because they're the Ghanaian economy, and so I think it's very good.
We do understand it's not the end of the courses that we've heard about currently on your campus. What else would you need to be rolling out? We understand there's one in July, and then
yes. I mean, certainly in later this year in July, we're going to be rolling out the Global MBA, which is a world-ranked MBA program from Lancaster University, and you know, that's our flagship course. And we're certainly rolling that out in Ghana. But also at undergraduate level, from the commencement of October, we're going to be doing courses in IT, we're going to be doing courses in psychology, we're going to be delivering courses in the area of business and management, things like marketing, business studies, economics and international relations, and accounting and finance.
How do you think business engagements are going to look like, especially for your students who are going to be out there, potential business gurus, moguls, business executives, and so much more. For many people, it's usually a different subject going to a particular school. But once you're out of it, how much of a substance do you actually come out with? There are students from particular universities who are just raw, beautiful material many organizations would like to have. What's the relationship between Lancaster and the business industry?
Lancaster's relationship, that's probably the key strength of Lancaster University, in truth. Lancaster University back in Lancaster has a department of entrepreneurship and enterprise development, which is an award-winning department. And it's won many research grants and many grants for engaging locally with businesses in the northwest of England. And those kind of skills and experience we're going to be utilising here in LU Ghana. And how we engage with business and industry, between the business and industry and the university, is very diverse. So it's everything from doing research and helping organizations to improve efficiency, to actually engaging business in things like helping design and deliver courses,
right,
and getting business to come and deliver
right,
guest lectures. So we've got very, very good close working relationships with business and industry. And what that then does is that actually creates employment opportunities for our graduates.
Right. But research has been very important. Right. Go ahead.
Add to that, in Ghana, what we are looking for is to replicate the model that we have. So we are looking for accounting and finance degree, we are actively looking for accreditations from the chartered accounting bodies, which will then make our students, apart from having a Lancaster degree, halfway through to a chartered accounting degree, which is recognized worldwide.
Right. Well, research has been very important, especially for standards of particular destinations. Over here in Ghana, is there any particular local research you have embarked on, either on Ghana, the African Steppe region?
Well, yes, most of it is in the general area of biological sciences and environmental sciences. So we are looking at food security, climate change, and disease control. So back in Lancaster, and we would want to collaborate actively and seek research opportunities that are here. Right.
Thank you very much once again, gentlemen, for joining us in the studio. They are representing Lancaster. I've been speaking to Dr. David Sim, who is Director of International Partnerships. Dr. Swarnodeep Homroy has been with him as well, Lecturer, Department of Economics at Lancaster University, right here in Ghana, or in the UK. In Ghana. In Ghana, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going on a break. When we come back, the show continues. Don't go away.
Thank you.
Thank you.